Udaipur is a major city, municipal corporation and the administrative headquarters of the Udaipur district in the Indian state of Rajasthan. It is the historic capital of the Kingdom of Mewar in the former Rajputana Agency. Maharana Udai Singh of the Sisodia clan of Rajput founded the city 1553, and shifted his capital from the city of Chittorgarh to Udaipur. It remained as the capital city till 1818, when it became a British princely state, and thereafter the Mewar province became a part of Rajasthan when India gained independence in 1947. Udaipur is a very popular tourist destination, known for its history, culture, scenic locations and the Rajput-era palaces. Udaipur was also voted as the best city in the world in 2009 by the Travel Plus Leisure magazine. History. Udaipur was founded in 1553 by Maharana in the fertile circular Gurwa Valley to the southwest of Nagda on the Banas River. The city was established as the new capital of the Mewar Kingdom. This area already had a thriving trading town, Ayad, which had served as capital of Mewar in the 10th through 12th centuries. The Gurwa region was thus already well known to Chittorgarh rulers who moved to it whenever the vulnerable table at Chittorgarh was threatened with enemy attacks. Maharana Udai Singh II, in the wake of 16th-century emergence of artillery warfare, decided during his exile at Kumbhalgarh to move his capital to a more secure location. Ayad was flood-prone, hence he chose the ridge east of Pikla Lake to start his new capital city, where he came upon a hermit while hunting in the foothills of the Aravalli range. The hermit blessed the king and guided him to build a palace on the spot, assuring him it would be well protected. Udai Singh II consequently established a residence on the site. In November 1567, the Mughal Emperor Akbar laid siege to the venerated fort of Chittor. To protect Udaipur from external attacks, Maharana Udai Singh built a 6-kilometer-long city wall with 7 gates, namely Surajpal, Chandpal, Udaipur, Hadipal, Amberpal, Rampal and so on. The area within these walls and gates is still known as the Old City of the Walled City. As the Mughal Empire weakened, the Sisodia rulers reasserted their independence and recaptured most of Mewar except for Chittor. Udaipur remained the capital of the state, which became a princely state of British India in 1818. Being a mountainous region and unsuitable for heavily armoured Mughal horses, Udaipur remained safe from Mughal influence despite much pressure. At present, Arvind Singh Mewar is the 76th custodian of the Mewar dynasty. Geography. Topography. Udaipur is located at 24.525049 degrees north, 73.677116 degrees east, 24.525049, 73.677116. The city covers an area of 37 square kilometers and lies at an altitude of 598.00 meters above sea level. It is located in the southern region of Rajasthan, near the Gujarat border. The city lies 403 kilometers southwest of the state capital, Jaipur, and 250 kilometers northeast from Ahmedabad. Udaipur, with its lakes, lies on the south slope of the Aravalli range in Rajasthan. The northern part of the district consists generally of elevated plateaus, while the eastern part has vast stretches of fertile plains. The southern part is covered with rocks, hills and dense forest. There are 2 important passages in the Aravalli ranges, viz. Desuri Nal and Sayok, which serves as a link between Udaipur and Jodhpur district. Cityscape. The lakes of the city, being interconnected, form a lake system which supports and sustains the groundwater recharge, water availability for drinking, agriculture, industries, and is a source of employment through tourism. The lake system has 3 main lakes in its upper catchment area, 6 lakes within its municipal boundary, and 1 lake in the downstream. The Udaipur Lake System, arising out of the river Barach and its tributaries, is an integral component of the Upper Barach Basin. The Upper Barach Basin is a part of the Gangetic River System, wherein the river Barach meets river Ganga through the rivers Banas, Chambal and Yamuna. The Udaipur Lake System can be divided into the following categories: Upper Lakes, Lake Badi, Chota Mada and Bada Mada; City Lakes, Lake Pigla, Fatasagar Lake, Swarup Sagar, Rang Sagar, Kamharia Talab Govardhan Sagar; Downstream Lake, Lake Udai Sagar; River Aha. Watershed of the catchment areas include Badamada 8,780.48 hectares, Chotamada 2,987.23 hectares, Badi Lake 1,906.55 hectares. The city lacks an organized sewerage system and treatment facility for the solid wastes and sewage generated, with an absence of waste segregation, processing and scientific disposal facilities. The city's lakes have been facing increased levels of pollution, thereby threatening an ecological degradation. 5 of the major lakes have been included under the restoration project of the National Lake Conservation Plan of the Government of India in order to preserve the cleanliness of the water bodies in the city. These are Fatasagar Lake, Pikla Lake, Swarup Sagar, Rangsagar, Dood Talai Lake. In a judgment passed by the Rajasthan High Court, all bathing activities at the lake shores and immersion of religious idols in the lake waters was banned in the city. The city recently scored poorly in the Swachh Bharat list of the cleanest cities in India, getting placed at 417th position out of a total 476 cities. Climate. Udaipur city has particularly a tropical climate. The 3 main seasons, summer, monsoon and winter respectively, dominate the city of Udaipur. Being located in the desert lands of Rajasthan, the climate and weather of Udaipur is usually hot. The summer season runs from mid-March to June and touches temperature ranging from 23 degrees Celsius to 44 degrees Celsius in the months of March to June. Monsoons arrive in the month of July, heralded by dust and thunderstorms. With lush greenery and enchanting lakes, the sporadic rainfalls enhance the beauty of the city, making it one of the top monsoon destinations of the country. The winter season prevails from the month of October till the month of March. Humidity, which prevails during monsoons, diminishes at the arrival of winters. The city observes pleasant sunny days and enjoyable cool nights, with the temperature ranging from 5 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Udaipur's winter climate is the most appealing time to visit. Tourists arrive in large numbers, anytime between mid-September to late March or early April. Even in January, the coldest month, the days are bright, sunny and warm with maximum temperature around 28.3 degrees Celsius. Mornings, evenings and nights are cold. Demographics. According to the 2011 census, the total urban population of Udaipur district was 608,426. and the population density was 262 per square kilometers. As per the data, the male population of the city was 315,485 and the female population was 292,941 in 2011. The total population for the age group of 0 to 6 years old was 67,068. The sex ratio of the urban area was 929, while that for the rural area was 966, the average being 958. The child sex ratio was 865. Udaipur has an average effective literacy rate of 90.43%, as compared to the national average of 74.04%. Male literacy rate being 95.41%, while the female literacy rate being 85.08%. Hindi and Mewari are the major languages spoken in Udaipur. Mewari, Awadhi, Urdu and Gujarati are some others which are in use in the city. Hinduism is the major religion followed in the city. With a large Jain community, Jainism is amongst the other main religions practiced. Jains makes about 10% of the population, as compared to the national average of 0.37%. Economy. Udaipur has a diversified economic base. The major contributions to the city's economy come from tourism, agriculture and mineral industries. The handicraft and cottage industry sectors play an important part in contributing to the growing economy. The city has also been included under the Smart Cities mission initiated by the Government of India, and is selected in the list of first 20 cities to be developed as smart cities. Handicrafts. Udaipur is well known for handicrafts such as paintings, marble articles, silver arts and terracotta. The Shilpgram is a platform where regional handicraft and handloom products is developed. Craft bazaars are organized by the Shilpgram with an aim to encourage the regional arts and crafts, the handicraft and handloom works. Tourism. Udaipur, with its picturesque landscape, lakes, and historic palaces and architecture, is a major destination for most tourists, both domestic and foreign nationals visiting the state, with numerous hotels to serve visiting tourists. Udaipur is home to some of the world's most renowned and the country's best luxury hotels and resorts. The Oberoi Uday Villas has been ranked as the world's #1 hotel in 2015. The Taj Lake Palace and the Leela Palace Udaipur are also amongst the most expensive hotels in the country, with various other renowned hotel chains present in the city. The tourism sector has been a fairly large contributor to the economic growth and fame of Udaipur. Metals and minerals industries. Udaipur district is particularly rich in mineral resources, as a large variety of important minerals are found here: copper, lead, zinc and silver. Industrial minerals like phosphate, asbestos, calcite, limestone, talc, barytes, wollastonite and marble are the major driving resources behind the industries based in the city. Marble is exclusively mined, processed and exported from here around the world. The marble industry is well set and established with proper infrastructure and technological support for mining and processing. It is the largest sector, giving employment to many people of the city and the immigrants from nearby areas. Udaipur is also home to the world's second largest zinc producer, Hindustan Zinc. Agriculture, like most other parts of the country, remains a leading sector in the city's economy. The major crops of the area are maize and jowar in Kharif season and wheat and mustard in the Rabi season. Pulses, groundnut and vegetables like brinjals are some of the major food products grown in the city. The Maharana Pratap University of Agriculture and Technology, along with its affiliated institutions, has been working towards identifying, designing, preparing and adapting new techniques in the field of production technology for agricultural development since its establishment. Retail. Udaipur has both traditional as well as modern retail shopping destinations. The traditional markets include Bapu Bazaar, Chetak Circle, Surajpol, Nehru Bazaar, Bada Bazaar and Chandpol, while the areas including Durga Nursery Road, Shakti Nagar and Sudkardia Circle provide opportunities to new entrants. Udaipur is also progressing towards a mall culture and has witnessed many retail malls including Celebration Mall, Lake City Mall, Arvana Shopping Mall, Chetak Shopping Mall, City Centre Mall, Mangalam Square Mall and R.K. Mall. Tourism. List. Culture. Udaipur has received a rich cultural heritage from the bygone ages. The lakes, temples, huge forts and palaces boast about the rich legacy of the city. The city has kept a balance between preserving the rituals and traditions of the past while keeping up with the modern advancements and changes in lifestyle. Like any other place in the state of Rajasthan, folk dance and music have an important place in adding to the city's cultural richness. The dynamic and vibrant dances of Bhavai, Ghumar, Kachagodi, Kalbelia and Teratali add a sparkle to the rich cultural heritage of Udaipur. Ghumar dance is a part of the tribal culture of the Mewar region of Rajasthan. This is a community dance for women and performed on auspicious occasions where the ladies move gracefully in circles. Kalbelia, one of the most sensuous dance forms of Rajasthan, is performed by the Kalbelia snake charmers community, with the Sapra dancers wearing long, black skirts embroidered with silver ribbons. Bhavai dance consists of veiled women dancers balancing up to 7 or 9 brass pitches as they dance nimbly, pirouetting and then swaying with the soles of their feet perched on the top of a glass or on the edge of the sword. Kachagodi dance is performed on dummy horses where men in elaborate costumes ride the equally well-decorated dummy horses, holding naked swords. These dances move rhythmically to the beating of drums and fifes. Following a lineage of age-old traditions and adhering to religious significance, the various dances complement the fairs and festivals held in the city. The city's music consists mainly of the use of morchang, nad, tanpura and sarangi, among many other instruments, that used to echo in the courts of the erstwhile rulers of the state. Miniature paintings are amongst the most famous paintings developed under the patronage of the rulers of Rajasthan. The simplest among these are done on walls, and though folk in style, they nevertheless have some of the flavor of frescoes one sees in the old palaces. The tradition of painting the wall of houses with scenes from mythological and chivalric tales has been prevalent in Rajasthan for the past many centuries. The people of the city make use of such wall paintings for decorations during wedding celebrations. Noted amongst the miniature style of paintings are particularly the pigvays, which are those made on cloth, and phad, made on cloth scroll in folk style. The Bharatiya Lokala Mandal is a cultural institution based in the city. The institute with its museum is a platform which displays a collection of Rajasthani culture, offering an insight into the lifestyle of the royal era in Udaipur. The museum has a fine collection of dresses, tribal jewelry, turbans, dolls, masks, musical instruments, paintings and puppets, with various cultural events including folk song and dance performances, theatre and puppetry. The institute highlights the different social stigmas, thereby proving to be a powerful education tool for the masses. Festivals. Gangao Festival. Gangao is one of the most important local festivals in Rajasthan. In some form or the other, it is celebrated all over Rajasthan. Gan is a synonym for Lord Shiva, and Gauri or Gaur stands for Goddess Parvati, the heavenly consort of Lord Shiva. Gangao celebrates the union of the two and is a symbol of conjugal and marital happiness. It is celebrated in the month of Chaitra, the first month of the Hindu calendar. This month marks the end of winter and the onset of spring. This festival is celebrated especially by women who worship clay idols of Gan and Amp Gauri in the houses. These idols are worshipped by the virgins who seek the blessings of Gan and Gauri for a good spouse, while the married women pray for the good health and long life of the husbands. On the eve of Gangao festival, women decorate the palms and fingers with henna. The idols of Gand and Gauri are immersed in a pond or in a nearby lake on the last day of the festival. A traditional procession of Gangau commences from the city palace, which passes through various areas of the city. The procession is headed by old palanquins, chariots, bullock carts and performance by folk artists. Shilpgram Utsav Shilpgram, a crafts village 3 kilometers west of Lake Fatehsagar, has displays of traditional houses from Rajasthan, Gujarat, Goa and Maharashtra. There are also demonstrations by musicians, dancers, or artisans from these states. The 10-day festival organized here is a treat for the visitor to an array of exquisite art and craft. One of the important objectives of Shilpgram Festival is in the sphere of increasing awareness and knowledge of rural life and crafts, specifically for the younger generation. Special emphasis is laid on workshops for children on arts, crafts, theatre and music. Hariyali Amavasya marks the beginning of the monsoons and greenery. It arrives 3 days before the famous Hartala Katij. People worship God Shiva for abundant rains and good agricultural season. Melas and fests are arranged in several places in the city. Jagannath Rath Yatra in Udaipur. The third biggest Rath Yatra is organized on the auspicious day of Ashad Shukla Paksh Dwatiya according to Indian Vikram Samvit. On this cultural day of summer solstice theme, June 21st of every year, the journey of the Lord Jagannath to their aunt's house is started. The presiding deities of the temple, Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra and the sister Subhadra, are taken through the streets in heavily decorated wooden chariots, which are made every year for the purpose. The chariot of Lord Jagannath, called Nandaghosha, has 16 wheels and is draped in red and yellow. The sanctity of the festival is such that even a touch of the chariot or even the ropes with which these are pulled is considered enough to confer the results of several pious deeds or penance for ages. Juljulni Ekadashi according to the Hindu calendar, Gyaras, or Ekadashi, is basically the 11th day of each waxing and waning moon. This Ekadashi, known as Juljulni Gyaras, or Juljulni Ekadashi, like all other festivals, is celebrated with great enthusiasm in Udaipur. Different processions start from the various parts of the city and end at one point, i.e. Gangau Ghat, where people swing the idols of Lord Krishna in child form in the lake Pigala. These processions are called Ramravdis. Udaipur in popular culture. Udaipur was voted the best city in the world in 2009 by the Travel Plus Leisure magazine, and is now amongst the favorite wedding destinations for Indian as well as foreign nationals. The city is a blend of sights, sounds and experiences, which have made it one of the top destinations for weddings and celebrations. Movies and television. Udaipur is mentioned under the spelling Udaipur in Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book as the birthplace of Bagheera, the fictional panther in The King's Menagerie. Because of its picturesque and scenic locations, Udaipur has been the shooting location for many Hollywood and Bollywood movies. Indian sections of the James Bond film Octopussy were filmed in the city, the Lake Palace, and the Monsoon Palace. The nearby desert was the backdrop of the remarkable rescue of Octopussy by Bond. Some scenes from the British television series The Jewel in the Crown were also filmed in Udaipur. The Disney Channel film, The Cheetah Girls One World, was shot in Udaipur in January 2008. Some of the other non-Indian movies and TV shows filmed in Udaipur include Darjeeling Limited, Opening Night, Heat and Dust, Indisk, A Ring, Inside Octopussy, James Bond in India, The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, Gandhi, and The Fall. Jagmandir, a documentary film directed for television by Werner Herzog in 1991, was also filmed in the city. Udaipur has been a popular location for Bollywood movies. Some of them shot here include Guide Mera Saaya, Fulbainangari, Chittorgarh, Meragan, Meradesh, Jal Mahal, Yardin, Return of the Thief of the Baghdad, Eklavya, The Royal Guard, Damal, Jizdesh Megangla Rata High, Chala Ishq Ladayi, Fiza, Gada, Humhain Rafi, Pyarkei, Kudagawa, Kundan, Namdini, Sarjan Kargar, Yajwani High Diwani, Ramlila, Prem Ratan, Danpayo. Udaipur is also the setting of various television series like Rishta Kya Kailata Hai, Rakhi Kaswe Yamwer and Bharat Ka Virputra Maharana Pratap. Events. Udaipur is a popular destination for organizing various national and international cultural events. Recently, Udaipur hosted the first edition of India's first World Music Festival, a two-day festival held on 13 and 14 February 2016. Performances were made by artists and musicians from more than 12 countries, including Spain, Ghana, Venezuela, Italy, France as well as India. Transport. Udaipur is well connected to the major cities of India by land, rail and air. Air Dibuk Airport, also known as Maharana Pratap Airport, is a very small domestic airport situated in a satellite town about 20 kilometers from Udaipur. Daily flights connect Udaipur with Jaipur, Mumbai and Delhi. Air India, Jet Airways, Indigo and SpiceJet are operational at present, the airport having just 2 boarding gates and only 4 check-in counters can barely handle 600 passengers at a time. The airport has been renovated by the Airport Authority of India for a though remote but possible international airport status. Rail. Udaipur City Railway Station and Rana Pratap Nagar Railway Station are 2 railway stations in Udaipur. Through them, Udaipur has direct train connectivity on the broad gauge network to most of the major cities in Rajasthan and the rest of India such as Khajuraho, Alwar, Jaipur, Kota, Chittorgarh, Ajmer, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ratlam, Indore, Ujjain, Mumbai, Surat, Baroda, Gwalior and Agra, and a meter gauge network to Ahmedabad. Famous luxurious trains: the Palace on Wheels, Royal Rajasthan on Wheels, Maharaja Express and the Indian Maharaja have Udaipur as the scheduled stop on their itinerary. The popular trains connecting Udaipur with the capital of India, Delhi, are Mewar Express and Chittorgarh Express. Road. The city lies on the intersection point of East-West Corridor, Golden Quadrilateral, National Highway 76 and National Highway 8, midway between Delhi and Mumbai, located around 700 kilometers from either city. The East-West Corridor, which starts from Porbandar and ends at Silchar, is intersecting the Golden Quadrilateral and shares the common space from Udaipur to Chittor. The roads in this part of the country are paved and fit for private vehicles. One can either drive from Jaipur, Ahmedabad or Surat on NH8 to Golden Quadrilateral. From Kota, Udaipur City Bus Depot has lines running for majority of other destinations in Rajasthan and farther north and west towards Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Apart from Rajasthan State Road Transport Corporation, there are numerous private operators and companies providing bus services to and from the other cities. Local transport, unmetered taxis, private taxi, radio taxi, auto rickshaws, and regular city bus services are available in the city. Places nearby. Apart from the local attractions within the city, there are several charming places to see around Udaipur. Each place has a great legacy of cultural, spiritual and traditional history. Various such places with rich historical background and importance, lakes and forests and important religious temples and shrines are located nearby the city. Most of them are easily accessible by road and railways.